There is nothing worse than cleaning the weight and missing the jerk. So today we're going to be working with one of my TLZ clients, Raymond, and taking a look at his jerk. He's been struggling to get his front foot moving in the receive position. It's been resulting in missing. I'm going to be doing a breakdown of the technique, give you the drills that's going to help you fast track your results with the jerk, and hopefully hit some new PBs today. So like one of the biggest things that I see like straight away when it comes to jerking, you see how this wrist position is way above this. Yeah. You went to reset it, so set the wrist below the hand, below the bar height. But that bar's got to be further back in the hand. See how that changes. So pop the bar down. What I'm doing when I'm unracking for the jerk is I'm getting that bar right into the palm of the hand. Now the reason why this is so important is this allows you to drive through the bar better. So I'm keeping that in the palm of the hand there before I unrack. And then when I unrack this, what I do is I push the bar away and I come down to simulate like I would do in a clean. And then you see how that's like sitting in a shelf there. That way when I'm going through a different drive, see how my wrist is now below the bar height? That wrist doesn't need to move now when I go into the jerk position. You'll see from your videos, your hands having to move a little bit when you come into the cap. It doesn't move. So from this position, like here, when I'm out, set, that wrist stays in that position the whole way through. Yeah, now go. There you go, much better.
Actually feels more comfortable than it is.
Couple of key things that I'm seeing here. First thing you'll notice is when he unracked that bar, he unracks it and then has to move the foot in. I always like to get the feet set in the exact position where I'm going to dip and drive from before I even unrack it. The second thing you'll notice is that the toe's turning in a little bit. So we're going to unpack that a little bit further. At the moment when you're unracking, you're like here, and then when you're out, you're bringing the foot in. Just get them set in that position straight away. One less thing to think about. I just want you to do a jerk for me. Cool. Okay. I wish you did that when you actually did your jerk. Okay.
Without the weight, it's easier, right?
What actually is happening at the moment is this front foot's coming across a little bit, and your back leg's fine. This position's good here, but this knee is collapsing in. Now the stability when you're overhead in the jerk comes from width between the knees. So if you can watch yourself now in the mirror, you see how by doing that, we're engaging the glutes, and that's going to provide stability for you when you're in the overhead.
Right.
So what I want you to try and do is when you think about planting that front leg, stay there for me. When we think about planting that front leg, I want you to try and think like, okay, yeah, there. All right. A little bit more when you're coming to the receive, because this creates that little bit more width. Right. Which is going to keep you stable when you're in this catch position. Yeah. And I almost like simulate this a little bit. I'm just going to get a PVC pipe. Okay, so I'm just going to leave this stick here. So you got to think your knee's got to stay outside this line. Yeah, you nearly hit it, but you see like that's pulling across now. Let's go again.
So you want me to stay on this long or
outside it? Yeah. Okay, not bad. There, that's it, stay there. Okay. And then with this back foot, just a little bit more here, because as soon as you do that, squeeze this butt cheek, that keeps the hips square. So like, that's where I need you in terms of both your hips should be touching this pipe when you're here. Yeah. And you see what you did there? Yeah. You squeezed that glute to pull that back in, and now you've got the ultimate stability in the receive position for the jerk. Yeah. Combine those two things. So let's do a jerk now on this and try and do the same thing. Nice, there you go, and recover. So I almost feel like a sensation, like when I'm doing my jerks, I feel this sensation that when my front foot lands, so I'm out here, when my front foot lands, I feel that push back straight away. So it's like that. That's the feeling, like it's bang, and then I'm pushing back away to get back in line. It's not to say sometimes it can't be of benefit practicing like pausing in the jerk position for people to build familiarity with that position, but once you've mastered that, which you have, like the lift finishes when the feet are in line ultimately. So the sooner we can get them back in line, reduces the likelihood of like drift forward from happening, which is what I want to avoid. Do one more at me for this. One more. Reset. So that toe came in a little bit. Nice. So now we can see that one, the feet aren't moving after he unracks the bar. And two, that front foot's not coming across now in the receive, which is going to really help stability. So PB jerk is 85 kg. The goal is going to be to try and hit 90 now with these couple of tweaks and changes that we made. I liked the position. I just wanted the recovery.
Wow.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm just so used to kind of holding it here and then moving.
Yeah. I want you to try and push back, yeah? And back. Well done. Last one was obviously easy, but I don't want him to jump straight from 70 to 80 kg, even though it'd be easy enough for him to do it. That's going to drastically feel different. That's over 10% increase in weight. And as soon as you start picking weights, if you go, oh, that feels a lot heavier, then upper body's going to kick in. So you have to play the long game in your build up and earn the heavier lifts. So although this is a bit of a so-so weight for him to hit because 70 is so easy, it's still part of the process to build him into the night. When I unrack, I'm like here, feet are set, I'm hyping myself up, push that bar away, and then I'm like, yeah, so I'm really filling up so that nothing's gonna rock that platform when I unwrap the bar. Yeah, so take that breath, really expanding to create this huge platform for the bar to rest on. Feels so much lighter on the shoulders. Best hit 80. All fucking day. So good. Cooking on gas now.
That breath made it feel easy the whole thing.
Yeah, it will do because you create a huge
So
platform.
really-
Thing I love here, right, is look at the wrist now. Staying in the same position into the receive.
Yeah.
Let's go, brother. Send this. Good. Not bad. I mean, I'd just like to see probably that like front foot throw a little bit further forward. Like it didn't look tough, but it was like as you dipped, it kind of you like braced a little bit. Like it's almost like the tempo of the movement wasn't as smooth. You kind of went down and went like, and you try and stay as relaxed as possible because we're trying to get that like fling happening here from the jerk. If you go down and get tight, the drive's not going to be as explosive. So try and, when you take the breath here, this is where the tension is, and then just feel like you're doing that. So it's like when I'm doing a jerk from here, it's like when I come down, I'm almost doing that, bang, and then releasing. So it's like, that's flying. And release. Let's go. Out strong. And recover. Yeah. Went up easy enough, but the recovery, you like kind of panic there and then step through. Hit and then back, yeah? Throw the front foot, push back. Could we see the big one-er go up today? When you're back here, you've got to really like see the lift. It's like a lot of the time in your head, you're thinking, oh, that's the finished position, but it's not. It's like that and back. And the same as with the snatch, it's not here, it's here and up. So we're finishing it. So always think about the full movement completing. And that's what like I'd be simulating like here when I'm back watching now and I'm thinking about going for this lift and hyping myself up. I'm seeing myself that good rhythm of the jerk here, bang, and recovering. That's what I'm simulating. And only once I've got that am I going. All right, 95, let's go, brother. Come on, out strong. Yes, good lad. Well done. Just rushed, you took it out and just probably dipped a little bit too soon, okay? You've got this huge breath in. There's no need to rush. You've got, like, you see how the bar was a little bit low on the shoulders when you unracked it?
Right,
It's
right,
all
right.
just a little bit rushed here.
Right.
Okay, be a little bit more patient unracking it so you're smooth, so you don't have to readjust the bar here on the shoulders, because that'll take energy out of you. And you kind of went in. That's why it was a little bit soft in the arms. Okay. So a little bit more smooth when you come out this time, and then go, okay? Because then you'll make sure the weight's in the midfoot. 198. This is mental. We might just see a 100 kg jerk go up for the first time ever for this lad. Wow. Out strong. Yes, there it is. That was much better in the unrack that time. We just creeped back into a little bit of old wrist position when we went for that one, and then the front foot wasn't moving, okay? You got to keep driving with the flat of the hand here. So keep that wrist flat and keep driving with this bit. You got to treat this like it's 80 kilo. Yeah? Yep. Oh, that was much better. You got to keep this dip smooth. See how it's just a little bit like fast and jerky? And then the front foot won't go.
Yeah, it won't move.
Yeah, because you're pushing with the upper body.
Yeah.
It's throw and catch, not push.
Yeah.
Throw from this position
Yeah.
and catch. Last shot. Make it happen. I knew straight away in the way that you unwrapped that, it was kind of like tired. The good takeaways from like today, obviously 10K PB, which is nice. Like the 95 was good, but it's just going to be now for you. We need to develop more strength in this dip and drive. Like, although the top extension position is quite good, at the moment you're not finishing through aggressively. So this is where I think like in this next block, spending a little bit more time push press so you can get comfortable with this wrist position when we're driving through the bar.
Yeah.
And also doing some heavier quarter jerks now. I need you like comfortable unracking and doing dip and drives with like 110 kg for this, then when you pick it up, not to feel like a fucking house on your shoulders. Obviously this is 10 kilo heavier than you've ever done before, so it's going to feel like different, you know, especially when you're unracking it like that as opposed to how you were unracking it before, which was kind of like your front squat position. So, good. Great testing, bro. Well done. Good work. So that was another amazing session, particularly on the jerks, and a 10K GPB in a very short period of time, which is absolutely awesome. And I think it sets some great intention now for this next training block. And this is why with all of our clients that we work with at TLZ, every 12 weeks, we're going through this testing period, understand where the improvements have been made, and now re-strategizing for the next block. So it's like we know now our focus needs to be through that dip and drive for the push press, and we know we need to spend some time doing core jerk to get them used to that heavier load on the shoulders. 6-8 weeks down the line now, we'll retest after we put that in play, and I have no doubt we're gonna see 100 kg, if not more. And this is how you be deliberate with your programming and your structure. If your coach isn't doing this for you, you need to start getting them to do so. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you think from watching this that you'd like my help and support from the Lifting Zone, then all you need to do is hit the link below this video. You can book in a free discovery call with me, or I'll walk you through exactly how we can start helping you fast track your weightlifting too.
And what would you say to anyone who's on the fence about joining the Lifting Zone?
Stop thinking, just do it. Start yesterday. Start as soon as you can. It's worth it.